Hey, Healing Fam. Welcome to Healing Me. I am Me the Messenger, where we are healing me. This is today's energy check-in to see what messages need to come through that serve our highest good, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. All right, so sometimes my messages are confirmations of past, present, or the future, okay? All right, so I've already shuffled all the decks that I'm going to use. Let's see what's going to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Show me the messages that we need to see today. Assessing first quarter moon, number 9. So learning to look at things differently, from a higher perspective, from a different perspective, from a more positive perspective. Learning to also reconnect with our inner child and look at, maybe reassess something or assess something that we forgot that we want to do, or life experiences have held us back or what have you. So maybe remembering a part of ourselves that we have forgotten and haven't honored yet. That may be also just rising above the current situations and learning that, looking at it from a higher perspective, knowing that things are meant to work out for you, learning the lessons from current experiences as well. I'm saying third eye chakra, so definitely learning things intuitively. First quarter moon is a half moon, so it's the midway before, as things are gaining momentum to come to the full cycle. So 9 is about a cycle closing out and about learning those lessons about it. So that's what this card is telling me with that. Okay, what else? Thank you. 2 came out. A time to give rather than take. And this is new moon in Virgo, which is the current new moon that we're under at this time. That's a lot of heart chakra energy. So this is encouraging us that it's a time to give rather than to take. So maybe that's what we're learning from these lessons, or this cycle that's closing out, is to be more in the giving than the receiving. That's masculine energy, actually, instead of feminine. Actually, I said that wrong. That's feminine energy instead of masculine energy. And we all have both to be able to be in these human bodies, okay? So a time to give rather than take. So in what areas are we, maybe I'm hearing we're assessing and learning from the experiences and the cycles that are closing out. To be more balanced in the relationships. And this could be in job or relationships or family or with self, okay? Seeing other people's needs in those relationships. And where we can be love, right? So remember, we reap what we sow, and that's the lesson that we're learning, that we reap what we sow, and that when you're in the giving energy, then you're sending that signal off to the universe to say, give me more of this, right? Or I'm in the giving, so I'm not in lack mentality, right? I'm not in poverty mentality. Because when we're in those mentalities, we want to be in a taking energy or a receiving energy, but not a giving energy. And we want to hold on to what we got, and hold on. Oh, I don't have enough money to pay my bills, is what my human side is telling me. So I got to hold on to my money. Well, that's not how you manifest, though. That's sending a energy signal off to the universe to say, I'm sending a scarcity and poverty and lack signal. Send me more of that. So we're learning from our experiences to not be in a lack mentality, but be in abundance and a love mentality, a giving mentality, because that's the signal that we want to receive more of. And that's the seed that we're either needing to plant or are planting now, so that's the signal that we're sending off to the universe to say, I'm not in lack, I'm not in poverty, I'm in abundant, I'm in love, I am abundant. These are my divine rights, and no matter what things look like, things are always working out for me. Money doesn't matter. Money was created for me. Money is energy, and it comes when you're in the right signal, when you're in the right vibration. And so this is, we're learning to be in the receiving vibration of the things that we want, right? We're learning to look at things, remember I said, in higher perspectives and more positive perspectives. We're learning how to send off the signal that we want to receive what we want. And that's what this is teaching us, right? To give rather than to take, to give to the universe, give the energy, give what you're wanting, knowing that you are provided for and that your source is a limitless supply, okay? And then when that is the case, then we don't have to hold on so tight to what we have, because we know that it's going to work out, okay? We don't have to know how it's going to work out, and it's not our business to know how it's going to work out, but it is going to work out. And so that's what I'm getting from that. The next card out was your commitment is being tested. Oh my gosh. And I can't make this shit up. It also says first quarter moon. 2 different decks. I love this, right? I love it. Another half moon, right? And this moon, ooh, that is, I can't see the moon, but I remember I moonwalk every night, or, go out for night walks to look at the moon and moon gaze and pray and set my intentions and talk to the moon and the stars and the universe and all that stuff like that. And this moon, if we're not here already, I believe this is the moon cycle that we're in right now, okay? Beautiful. Your commitment is being tested. So the cycles are closing, and it's asking us, are we going to stay in the energy that we were? Or are we going to learn the lessons and move into the energy, rise above our situations, rise above the old ways, and assess how we were doing and assess how we can do things differently to pass the test, right? So this is where we are tested to apply what we've learned, right? Remember I said about number 9 is about a cycle closing out. And I also mentioned about assessing what we've learned from those cycles, right? Now we have to apply those cycles. Apply what we've learned, apply the wisdom to be what we want to receive, right? Be what we want to receive. That's what we're learning. And that's how our commitment is being tested, right? It's what we're asking for. Are we getting discouraged because we don't see it yet? Therefore, we get more in a scarcity mindset instead of a giving mindset, knowing that everything is working out for us. So this is a test of your faith or your fear, right? Faith or fear, okay? Faith or fear, right? So this is where you either should or get off the pot, right? This is where you put your big girl panties on and your big boy drawers on, right? This is where either you go backwards or forward. You decide what signal you want to send off. Do you want to pass the test? Do you want to apply what you've learned? Or do you want your old person, your old ways of doing, your old ways of thinking, your old ways of acting? Do you want to get out of this cycle and walk into a new cycle of life? Or do you want things to stay the same the way they had been, right? That's the test. We can't make this up that we got the same energy on the same message from 2 different decks, right? Powerful. This is where things change. This is a turning pivotal moment, okay? That's what I'm going to name this pivotal moment. This is a pivotal moment, okay? You decide. You're in control. No one else is in control of how we act, react, think, or anything. So are you wanting to level up? Or do you want to stay the same? A lot of third eye chakra. A lot of third eye chakra. Third eye and heart chakra. So are we allowing ourselves to be led by our higher self, or are we letting our human side of us dictate us? Breathe. 29 breaks down to 11, a self-mastery number. This is the leveling up. This is where we apply what we've learned so that we can close the cycle out and walk into a new cycle that is more aligned to our divine rights, right? So breathe. A lot of water, more heart chakra as well. Being love, being what you want, knowing that you are provided for. Knowing that everything is working out for you. Releasing the negative. Learning the lesson, applying, meditating, being led by spirit, your higher self, and not your lower vibrations, your lower thoughts, right? Being happy, right? Protecting your energy, protecting your thoughts, because thoughts are things. And being in your zen. Is it starting to rain again? Being in your zen, right? When you're in this energy, when you allow yourself to breathe and not react, that's what we're learning to do, right? That's the lesson that we're learning, right? To be what we want. We're learning to be how to set our signal off, right? How to stay centered, right? How to protect ourselves, even from ourselves. How to protect ourselves from ourself, our human self, our negative self, shut that radio, that negative radio off in us, right? That says that nothing is ever going to work out. It's not going to work out in time. Yes, it is. But you are what you think. And relieving that stress, relieving that negative energy, soothing that, right? This is how we're learning to soothe ourselves. We're learning to soothe our ego. We're learning to soothe our negative thoughts. We're learning to transmute negative into positive. We're learning to pass the test so that we can walk into our new cycle, so that we can walk into our new life, so that we can make that pivot. This is the pivot turn. Knowing that we are self-sufficient and provided for, right? Not feeling alienated, but all one, provided for, abundant, love, light, allowing ourselves to be guided by our intuition. Allowing the plentifulness that's for us to come in. Releasing through meditation. Also, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated is coming through as well. I'm hearing blossoming into our new self, right? Blossoming. And that all comes from passing the test. Yeah, this is a blossoming. This is a new, like lotus flowers grow in the water and bud out of the water. This is like a transformative time for us where we overcome fear-based thinking, negative thoughts that were keeping us trapped and keeping us sending the same signal before we were starting to look at things from a different perspective and now pass the test, right? So it's saying peace be still, hold on. Peace be still, hold on, okay? And pass the test. Send the signal off. Be love. Give. Okay? Let's get some angel answers. Get some angel messages to close out this message for today. Thank you. Okay, we got 3 out. We got Goddess of Psychic Protection, Goddess of Nature, an angel of families. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. Goddess of psychic protection. What you believe, you create. I cannot make this stuff up. No one can harm you. I said we're learning how that thoughts are things. We're learning to pass the test. We're learning that we create from what we think, that thoughts are things, that you are what you think, right? And we're learning to protect our energy. We're learning to breathe and meditate. We're learning to be guided by our higher self. Again, all of this purple that I've been talking about, third eye, and being led by our intuition and our higher self, here it is right here. This is this third eye, and this is the crown chakra. So it is saying that you are protected, right? No one can harm you, right? No one can harm you, right? So don't let yourself harm you, right? Don't let yourself hold you back, right? Pass this test and move into your new cycle, right? Be love, right? And get your blessings, right? Send off the right signal. Don't repeat the cycle. Don't repeat the same cycle. Don't send off the signal to say, send me more of this same cycle. I want to keep going through this same cycle. No. Pass the test so that you can move into the new cycle, okay? And it's wanting you to know, to confirm that no one and nothing can harm you, right? So don't allow fear-based negative thinking, people and things to control or manipulate your thoughts at all, because thoughts are things, and what you believe, you create. I can't express that more. What you believe, you create. So if you believe that it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But if you believe that everything is working out for you, even when it doesn't look or feel like things are working out for you, it's exactly going to happen. That's exactly, and that's the only thing that can happen. What you believe, you create. So don't allow fear-based thinking to sneak in and rob you of passing the test and closing out the cycle and walking into a whole nother new cycle. Don't allow negative fear-based thinking and people and things to hold your pivot. This is a pivotal moment. Cross the finish line. Don't get discouraged. The next card out was Goddess of Nature. You reap what you sow. I cannot make this shit. I can't make this shit up. I said all of this stuff. I love every time. These angel messages always close out what I've said or repeat or confirm what I've said already in the message, right? So, thank you, Spirit. Beloved in the house. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. Did I not say that? You reap what you sow. Remember when I talked about this? You reap what you sow. That's what it's talking about. Give and not take. You reap what you sow. Be what you want. Send the signal off to say that I'm past the test. I know. I learned the lesson. I don't want to go through that no more. Give me what I deserve. I want my divine rights. It's my divine right to be happy, to be whole, to be financially stable, self-sufficient, joy, harmony, peace, love, beauty, and luxury. I am light. Send me more of that. I learned the lesson and I don't want to repeat those cycles. Your dreams are coming into fruition. What you want, you create. And no one can harm you. No one can take it away from you. Don't let fear-based thoughts and people and yourself hold you back. Be what you want. Already act like you got it. And to get grateful and happy for it. Speak it into existence. This is a lot of blue. This is throat chakra and a little bit of solar plexus. What you want, you can have. And it's time to get to having it. And that's the test that's here. It's asking, are you ready to pass the test? Are you ready to show that you've learned the lesson? Yes, you are. Are you ready to show that you're not letting your human side govern you, but you have submitted and surrendered to your non-physical part of you, your higher mind, your intuition, the divine part of you? And that is why you are invincible. That is why you reap what you sow. That is why you create what you think. And that is why your dreams are coming into fruition. Because you're realizing who you are. A duality is in you. And you're learning to tap into that duality and trust that duality, right? And the last card out was Angel of Families. The angels surround both you and your families at this moment. The angels surround both you and your family at this moment. Again, you are protected. No one and nothing can harm you. You or your family. Okay? No black magic. None of that. Light always wins. So be love. Be light. There's a lot of healing that's happening with you and families at this time. More throat chakra energy. More water as well, which is about healing. So there's a lot of energy coming in about protection. Things coming into fruition, dreams coming true. Keep your mind on what you want. Keep your mind on the finish line. Be love, give. Don't be in a scarcity, poverty, and lack mentality. That's when you want to hold on and not give, right? Remember, you can have, do, and be anything you want, and we're almost there. That's what it's telling us. We're almost there, and it's time to pass the test. It's time to show up and pass the test. I love the light in you. I am me, the messenger. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.